What's going on, guys? Larkboy04 here, K.A.Z. Jason here, just plain old Jason here. And I've been back from Japan for about 2 to 3 weeks now, and I've been getting a ton of messages asking me, hey, how is Japan? How's Oblivion Dust? How is Uberworld? And I figured maybe the best way to share my story with you guys is through a video, because that's how I started, that's how you guys got to know me, is through a video. So let's keep up with tradition. I want to share with you guys today on how I met Oblivion Dust. So in the past, I always get questions like, hey, are you gonna go fly out to see Vamps? They're playing in New York, they're playing in San Francisco, they're playing in Mexico, they're playing a beach party special live, uber awesome all acoustic hide songs in Japan. Are you gonna fly over to see them? And typically my answer has always been the same. It's, I've seen Vamps so many times. I've seen them in LA so many times. I figured it's better just to save my money to see a band that I haven't gotten a chance to see yet. And Oblivion Dust is one of those bands. While Oblivion Dust, back in their very early days, played in Los Angeles, you know, they played at the Roxy, they played at Whiskey A Go Go. I think nowadays, due to their inconsistent activities and whatnot, I don't think it's likely that they will come back to America to play again as they are right now. I'm not saying it's impossible, that they'll never do it, but I'm just saying that it's just way better for me just to fly out to Japan to see them, and that's exactly what I did. So when Oblivion Dust announced their live graffiti tour towards the end of last year, I was just like, oh my god, this is it, this is the opportunity to go see Oblivion Dust. I didn't save any money at all to go to Japan, so when they make that announcement, I was just like, oh my god, scrambling any kind of cash that I have, all the paychecks, all the money that I earned between October to December, I just like threw it into my Japan funds. I'm just like, full board, shifted gear just to go to Japan. And when I kind of told my job that, Kawaii Kakoi Sugoi, I'm like, hey guys, I'm kind of going to Japan the end of the year. Is that cool? And of course, KKS is really chill. They're just like, yeah, go do your thing. Make sure you kind of blog about it, take some pictures, do some videos there while you're at it. And I'm like, hey, why not? Wasn't exactly a vacation, still did a little bit of work, but any work with KKS is always fun. And coincidentally, KKS Emmy, she already decided to go to Japan like a long time ago, so Oblivion Dust having a live was just a complete coincidence to her, and she told me, hey, I'm gonna go with you to go see Oblivion Dust in Tokyo. I'm like, heck yeah, let's go, let's do it. And you know what? Why not? Let's just try to get an interview with these guys. Let's try to get an interview with Oblivion Dust. Because why not? We got an interview with Vamps, we got an interview with Deer and Grey, we got an interview with Scando. Okay, so why not? Let's go for it. So we contacted Vamps' management, and we're like, hey, we want to see Oblivion Dust. Is there anyone you can, you know, connect us to talk to get this, you know, kind of going? And they were like, yeah, let's talk to this person. So they hooked us up with this PR lady for Oblivion Dust, and she was like, yeah, it's cool. We'll grant you guys 2 guest tickets, and we'll allot you about 5 to 10 minutes for an interview. And we're like, yes! Alright, fast forward to the night of the live, Akasaka Blitz. The doors open at 6:30. Emmy and I went to the ticket table, and we're just like, yo, we're pressed. Let us in. So they gave us tickets. We got to sit upstairs, the 2nd floor. And the people that we sat with, I'm pretty sure are Oblivion Dust's friends and family, because they didn't look like they worked for any news outlet for Japan. I mean, sure, Barks and Natalie were there, but I don't think they sent like 20 or 30 people to cover this event. I'm pretty sure one or two of them sat there, and the rest of the people were their friends and family. So it was the 2nd floor. It wasn't exactly a close view, but it was still a great view, wide enough to see everything in action, which I'm completely cool with, because in the other 2 lives, they played at a much more intimate venue, and I got to see them pretty dang close. Anyways, we met with the PR lady. She came up, she greeted us. It was our first time meeting her, and we thanked her for giving us the opportunity to give us the opportunity to be there to interview the band. And she was like, "No problem. Once the live is over, just stay in our seats, and the band will come upstairs to do a meet and greet with their friends and family and give us 5 to 10 minutes for that interview." And I was like, "Yes, cool. We'll stay in our seats. We're excited. We're so excited for the show." Then finally, the live started. 90% of the songs that they play on the set list was pretty much my favorite song from Oblivion Dust. I'm so glad they played Radio Song, Crazy, Plastic Wings, my super favorite tune, Goodbye, of course, Girl in Mono, Never Ending. It's just, oh my god, it's just so nice to hear a lot of my favorite tunes being played live. But there was one song I kind of wish they played, which is Lullaby. That's my number one favorite Oblivion Dust song. And I wish they kind of played that. But anyways, it was much different from Vamps. Like the live atmosphere is just much different from Vamps. I know Arimatsu was drumming with them that night, and K.A.Z was there. Of course, those are like two of the Vamps members. But it just felt so different, like. K.A.Z was just pretty much owning it. He always stood out the most when he's playing with Oblivion Dust, and you know what? Rightfully so, because this is time to shine. All the guitars and all that stuff, which is amazing. Ricky G, of course, was great. Ken, he moved around. He just like pretty much moved. He was so energetic on stage, and if you've seen any of his lives, you know what I'm talking about. When he plays with Fake, when he plays with Oblivion Dust, how he moves, it's just great. So, funny thing was, I know I just mentioned Arimatsu and K.A.Z. When they were packing up their gear after the live, you can see like the cases that they put their instruments in. It has so many Vamps sticker. I saw that as I was like walking around the backstage. It was just I don't know. To me, it was just kind of funny. Anyways, let's backtrack a little bit. So the live was over and we waited for them. The PR lady got us a room to do the interview with the band, and I was just like, "Do you mean we get to have a little bit of a private time to talk with the band, And then she was like, "Yeah, so come with me. Let's go backstage. Let's go backstage. We'll go to a room and you can conduct your interview there." And I'm just like, we get to, me doing this to end. We're interviewing just right now. So she took us to the room and we just waited anxiously. And I think we pretty much waited for like almost an hour because they were showering and we just had to wait. Just simple as that. But the PR lady, I guess she didn't know we were huge fans of the band, so she came in periodically and say, "Hey, I'm so sorry for all this wait. The band's about to come in. I'm very sorry about this." And we're like, "It's cool. Don't worry about it." Again, we waited anxiously for the band members to come in, and I was just like, my heart was just pumping. But luckily, someone from Vamp's management popped in and really lightened up the mood. Like he just like came in, and we're just like, "Oh, we know you," and then they're like, "Oh, you guys," and we're just like, "Yeah." So we kind of sat down, we talked, made some chit chats, some small talks, and he pretty much really lightened up the mood. Really, just like got us at ease. So when the band did finally show up, we were like, boom, autopilot mode. We're just like on our best composure. I was kind of losing it inside. Like I was just like fangirling so hard when they walked in, but I gotta be professional. I gotta maintain composure. I don't want. It was already embarrassing enough when I first interviewed Vamps that my fangirl kind of like slipped out. My fangirlness kind of slipped out. But I try to hold it in for Oblivion Dust. So I think it was Ricky G and Ken who walked in first, The PR lady was introducing them to us. They're like, hey, this is Jason and Emmy. This is Ken and Ricky. And I'm just like, oh, nice to meet you. And K.A.Z walks in, and he was like, oh, and we're like, hey, K.A.Z, how's it going? What's up, buddy? Hey. I was like, good to see you, K.A.Z. And he was like, yes, it's good seeing you too. He said that in English. And Ken was like, you know these guys? And he was like, yeah. It was just funny, and I'm just so glad that K.A.Z remembers us. I'm pretty sure he just like right away just recognized us, and that was just a great feeling. So this is the interview portion. I'm not gonna go too much details about the interview because you can read all of that on the blog Kawaii Kakoi Sugoi. I'll have it linked in the comments description or whatever, so you guys can click it and check it out. So I'm just gonna be talking about what the members are like. So Ken, huge jokester. He's like one of those friends who likes to playfully insult you, who likes to playfully insult his friends. He's not being mean. He's just one of those people who will just rip on you for fun, but not mean at all. All harmless, all out of good fun. He came off like that at the lives too. He likes making fun of K.A.Z. He likes making fun of Rikichi, and throughout the whole interview, he kind of just makes fun of them a little bit. So very nice guy, very tall, by the way. I think Ken is like almost 6 feet, very tall guy. Absolute fun guy, jokester to hang out with. K.A.Z, there isn't much for me to add. I already said a lot about K.A.Z in my other live reports. Very nice, very kind. In fact, actually, it's because Ken was kind of like ripping on K.A.Z, always kind of throw the questions to K.A.Z that I think he ended up answering most of our questions. Like K.A.Z really gave some long, detailed answers to us, which was great, which was nice, because in most of the Vamps interview that we did with it was mainly Hai that did most of the talking, and K.A.Z kind of just like sit back. So it was nice, a breath of fresh air to hear K.A.Z providing answers for Oblivion Dust. And Rikichi, I know I haven't talked much about Rikichi in this entire video, and just to be honest, I don't really know too much about the guy. I never really done my research on him. I know for K.A.Z, I checked out, because of K.A.Z, I checked out Oblivion Dust, and because of Oblivion Dust, I checked out Ken's other work, Fake, Atoms on Sphere, and all that stuff. But I never really got a chance to check out Rikichi, and I felt really bad because during this interview, he is the most down-to-earth guy ever. Like, seriously, he was so nice. He answered all of our questions. He was very soft-spoken. He was very nice, and I just don't know what to say. Like he whenever he answers the question, he looks to me, looks over to Emmy. I don't know why he looked over to me, because I didn't understand anything that he was saying. But even though I didn't understand what he was saying, it was just very kind, very polite of him to kind of look over to me and answer some questions while he's answering the questions. He really he gave me and Emmy like equal amount of attentions. So one of the nice things that he did was when Emmy complimented on his ring. It was like this really nice skull ring. He took it off. He let us like hold it and check it out, and he was like, yeah, this ring was given to me by Anna Tsuchiya as a wedding gift. And we were just like, whoa, we're hearing stories about Anna Tsuchiya. And for those of you guys know Anna Tsuchiya, come on, Spin Aqua, she played with K.A.Z. She's very popular in the rock scene, one of the popular female rock vocalists out there. And fun fact, I actually got to see her live in 2007 at Anime Expo. So it was nice to see, all these affiliated people working together and being friends outside of the band. So it was a nice treat to hear about that. Oh wait, and speaking of Rikichi, he and Emmy were talking about something about, they were talking to us. They were telling us about how they back before they were Oblivion Dust, or back when they like broke out in Japan, they played in Los Angeles. They played at the Roxy, they played at Whiskey a Go Go, and they would share stories about their recording days, and one of which was something about a strip club. I don't know the exact story, but they're just like talking about strip clubs, and Emmy was just like giving me a smug look, looking over to me, and was like, "Oh, if you ever come back to America, Jason can take you to strip clubs." And I'm just like, yeah, I'll take you wherever you want. There's plenty down in Hollywood. Of course, joking, of course, but I thought that was pretty funny. So, anyways, interview ended, and we asked them for an autograph, and I was so mad. Like, I wanted them to sign my Road to Oblivion Dust DVD. I brought this to Japan with me and everything, packed it in a suitcase. Didn't bring it, forgot about it, left it back at the Airbnb. And I was just so mad at myself. But you know what? It ended up working in our favor, because now that we started to interview so many of these Japanese rock, Japanese pop artists, is that when Emmy came in, she was like, "Why not have these bands sign us these shikishi boards, these white autograph boards?" And that's pretty much how the tradition started. I mean, we got one from Vamps, we got one from Skanda, we got one from Momoklo. Did we get it from Deer and Gray? I think we got it from Shinya, right? We got one from Shinya from Deer and Gray. So it ended up helping us keep traditions. We had them sign this, had them made out to K.A.Z. Jason, Ken Signature K.A.Z, Greeky G. He wrote this, Oblivion Dust, 2015. It was funny because we were telling K.A.Z, like, hey, we were telling Ken, like, hey, can you make this out to a K.A.Z. Jason? He was like, to K.A.Z. Jason. That's it? And I was just like, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what you can say. Just make it out to K.A.Z. Jason. He was like, okay, cool. So he wrote it out to K.A.Z. Jason and all that stuff. So that was great. Got this board. Nice. I'm going to treasure this forever. This is freaking awesome. Didn't think I'd get an Oblivion Dust autograph, but I also couldn't believe that we were able to get a picture with them. We were just like, after they finished signing the board, we're just like, hey, can we get a picture with them? We asked the PR lady very nicely. It was like, hey, can we get a picture with the band? She was like, sure, but you can't publish the photo. And I'm just like, it's fine, it's cool. We got the picture on my phone. Unfortunately, I can't share with you guys, complete out of respect for them. The PR lady did so much for us that, you know what, I just can't disrespect them like that. Can't post the picture up. So the best I can do is I'll describe the photo. Ken is pretty much on the far left of the photo. He's holding out the K.A.Z. sticker that we gave them. I don't know if you guys ever seen our K.A.Z. sticker. So pretty much Ken was on the far left. He was holding out the K.A.Z. sticker like this. And then there was K.A.Z. Then there was Emmy, and then there was me, and then Rick G on my side. I was just like, oh my god, we got the picture. We snapped 2 pictures, and I'm probably gonna get it printed out and frame it and put it on my desk. So maybe then you guys will get a preview of that. But I can't publish the actual full resolution photo because, again, out of respect, don't want to do that. Don't want to disrespect them like that. Anyways, after the picture, it was goodbye. It was finally time to say goodbye. I think they ended up giving us more than 5 to 10 minutes. I think we ended up getting like almost 20 to 30 minutes with the band, which was great because, these guys, they weren't in any rush. They really sat down and took the time to really talk to us, to give us really detailed and great answers. They didn't look annoyed in any way. They were just happy to talk to us, and that's what's great about Oblivion Dust. Especially for Rikichi, like I said, he's super nice. There's many times where they just expand on the answers. You know how sometimes people would just like give you like a 1 or 2 sentence answer, and they're just like, yep, here you go. This is it. They don't do that. They really expand on their answers, which I'm absolutely grateful for, and it's just great for them, especially Rikichi, to share with us some of their stories. So we said goodbye. I said bye to Rikichi first. I was like, great live. I had a good time. It was super nice meeting you. K.A.Z, I told him, I was like, yo, I hope you, I'll see you back in America. I hope to see you with Vamps again. And I'm very excited for the activities coming from Oblivion Dust this year, in 2016. And then for Ken, he's the last one I said bye to. I was just like, yo, Ken, I am a huge fan of yours. I love Oblivion Dust. I'm a huge fan of Fake as well, and I hope to see Fake one day live. And he was like, for sure, man, that's cool. And that's pretty much it. As they walked out that door, as they walked out that door, Ken was like, "Hey, how long you guys in Japan? Where are you guys flying back to LA?" And we're just like, we're gonna be there for like another week or something. And he was just like, "Cool, have a safe flight." And he kind of did this and he walked out. So that's my story on meeting Oblivion Dust, and it was great just to meet your favorite band. It's just meeting your idols. It was just great. Your role models. It was just fantastic. So that is my story. I hope you guys enjoyed my story on meeting Oblivion Dust. I am very, very, very excited for their activities this year, because during the MC, they said there's gonna be more activities from Oblivion Dust in 2016, which kind of makes sense because K.A.Z is probably not gonna be playing with Vamps too much, because Lark is probably maybe doing their 25th anniversary this year, which I'm completely crossing my fingers for. They're gonna announce something. They're gonna announce something for the 25th anniversary, no doubt about it. So looking forward to Oblivion Dust in 2016. Looking forward to Lark and CL in 2016. So for Oblivion Dust, I really hope they release a new album, because it's long overdue, way long overdue. 2013 was their last album release, 9 Gates for Bipolar. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping to share more stories with you guys, especially how I got to photograph for Vamps. Not photograph for Vamps, but photograph Vamps at one of their lives. So leave me a comment, tell me what you think about this video, my experience, and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.